All right. Hello, you trader nerds. Welcome into a terrific Tuesday. I just got finished feeding the hogs with some sweet feed and some cracked corn and fed the ducklings and the goats and the chickens and anyway, the pigs. And everybody's having a really good day here on the farm, drinking some nice Milo's sweet tea from a red Solo cup. Beth, did we actually buy Solo cups or is this the Walmart? Oh, this is a dollar store brand. We ain't even rich enough to have the the solo cup. We got the cheap dollar store knockoff. So we are doing good. And I met with my personal trainer today, and everything going really good. So everybody's doing well, and glad to have you in. And real traders never trade alone; they trade with their fellow nerds like Steven and 12547 and Austin and Daniel and DB and DMT and Donald and Drew and Dwayne and G Tech. Hey, is that Georgia Tech, Dad? How cool is that? If you're in here, Georgia Tech win over FSU the other day. We got Hal and Jason and John and Jordan and Ken and Lisa, my former student from the University of Alabama. Once a student, always a student. Matt Jolly Wally. We got Mikey Mo. We got Notional Ed. We got Schwaz. Schwaz and I did some. Schwaz, I'm available right after this if you want to jump back in. We're working through 2022 to see how the Sweet Bobby Hedge performed, see if it broke us or if it was okay. And so far, we're like almost at the beginning of March, and everything looks pretty good with the Sweet Bobby Hedge. So that looks good. Stefan, we got Thomas, we got Trader Nick, we got Vicky and Yaz. So welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. So the market's doing nothing today, down 2.5 points, down 0.05%. It is a nothing burger, just nothing. And looks like low volume. And the VIX is now in the 15 handle. AD is negative 96 and just hanging out. Looks like for a lunchtime chop. So nothing to see here. Now, what you're going to see from the big green monster is an area of support. We do have an area of support here at the 5621.85 level right here. And incidentally, that is close to the point of control. So what does this mean? It means that we're fairly priced. What we think is going to happen is we've had an area of consolidation, and along this consolidation, we would anticipate, this is anticipate a move up to the 5691. That's what we anticipate being the dominant thesis. The alternative thesis is a pullback, and the pullback would go down probably into this 5,500 level here. But this will get weaker as the days go on, and eventually we'll not even have a gap here because this gap will go away as more time is spent up here, and this won't become a vacuum. So we've got the dominant thesis here, the alternate thesis here, and life looks like it's really good. All right. Yes, Ken, I think you're exactly right on the message you sent to me. That sounds very good. All right, so what does it look like then the linear regression? Linear regression is going to show you an area of consolidation as well. We had big down move, we had area of consolidation, then we had continuation of the down move, and the down move then started into an up move, and now we are in a period of consolidation. Again, consolidation leads to expansion, and expansion will come after we are finished consolidating, and we anticipate, now this is only anticipate a further move to the upside as is indicated by the overall trend of the market. But remember, dominant thesis, alternative thesis. In other words, if it don't go up, it's going to go down. So very good. So let's see how our little account's doing today. Now, it's kind of been one of these things where we kind of go up and we kind of go down, and we're down since we reset $536. Now, we're going to be down probably up to about $1,200. So it's just part of it, and it's kind of difficult to always put your little thing in here and say, oh, we're up and down. But it's neat to see our metrics and to see how we're doing and to see if I have the patience to do what we're trying to do. So our little account today is at, oh, is anybody coming to Atlanta this Saturday? I hope to see you there from 9 to 12. Go to tastylive.com/events to get your tickets to Atlanta. I will be there. I won't be able to stay afterwards, really. I'll be on the way home, but it would be nice to see everybody there. I'll try to get there an hour earlier so we can sit around and just chew the fat. Let's see what our little count is here today, and we'll go forward. 75,983. 75,983. I know, Rico, you don't want to play the the thing, but I'm playing it. By gosh, play it.
Well, we're moving on now.
Yes, hallelujah. $20.67. -2 deltas, -22 on the theta, -2, -22. Again, I told you that theta is going down, but that's fine. We know what we've got in place. -22. And we said that the VIX was in the 15 handle, and our, let's see, our count requirement here is, let's update this. And it looks like it's still at the 1293. No, it's at 1118. That's good. 1118. So here we go. You're watching UGA football. Okay, I got you. Alabama didn't play that night. Oh wow. Who's Georgia playing? Who's Auburn playing? Clemson. Oh wow, that should be good. Yeah, that should be good. So what did we say? 11-18?
You know,
All
it's
right.
interesting that UGA is playing Clemson. I mean, Georgia Tech surprised everybody beating FSU.
Yeah, that was a heck of a game. And
Still wearing a paper bag over my head.
is it that bad?
I'm an FSU fan.
Oh, are you?
Well, that's number two. Georgia first, FSU. I live in Florida for most of my life. FSU forever.
Oh, I didn't know
But
that.
yeah, but I married a Georgia Bulldog, so you know how to keep peace in the
Well,
house.
you got to keep Mama happy. How's the new town and new church going, Ken? Y'all settling in?
I'll tell
Well?
you what, if I wasn't a religious man, I'd be one now because this was made to order. It was a perfect gift. Living on a hilltop. I call myself a chicken herder, and I got a bunch of gals laying eggs, and it's great. And the house is peaceful. The church is good. Best church I've ever been to. Honestly, and it's like this is the only bad part is Atlanta is creeping on us fast.
Oh yeah, it's creeping on us fast too. We're to the west side, and it's coming our way. Now, the good thing about my county, y'all, is we don't. Well, in my part of the county, we don't approve subdivisions. Like we will not, like if a developer comes in and buys land, we'll say no, that's agriculture. You ain't coming in putting no subdivisions in. So all of our houses are not in subdivisions, which keeps, I hate to say a lot of y'all that live in subdivisions, but it keeps a lot of riffraff from coming into our area. I mean, we just live in our old rural places, like at my land, I got like 5.25 acres, and it's nice. So we try to keep it land out here. No apartment buildings. We keep apartments out. And we just, if you get your land and 5 acres on it or an acre or two, and you're fine. But we really don't do subdivisions and things like that. I wanted to tell y'all yesterday, my hedge, my Sweet Bobby hedge showed that I only had $12,000 worth of hedge, and I was concerned about that. It was because my date here was in September. So I was not really good at all here. So if the market goes down 20% and the VIX goes up 40 points, then I'm going to be up $24,000. So that's a big, beautiful thing. If it happens the other day, market goes down 4% and VIX goes up 40 points, then we're up $6,000. So you can kind of see what we need to keep an eye on is saw 14 deer in your front yard. How about that? The Auburn president left and started at Clemson, and he laid it out just like Auburn, even with the mascot. Clemson is near a lake. Oh, how about that? Very, very cool. All right, so let's see how our GTC orders are doing. See if anything's ready to fill here. So let's go back to Tasty Trade here, and let's look at these working orders. Look at this, y'all. Oh my gosh, we are close. And here's one of the things I have trouble on. I have trouble waiting, right? I have trouble sitting there going, what if we closed it at 40 cents? Let's see what's the difference in 20 cents and 40 cents? So if I go replace order, if I do it at 20 cents, it costs how much? $130, right? If we did it at 40 cents, $120, and you go at 40 cents, it would be, it's a big difference though. $250. So, you got to wait on these things. Now, if we had to, we could certainly close it, but you could see when this closes, we're going to close those 12. Oh man, we're going to be setting so good. Look what this is going to look like, because we've still got 56 days on these options. So we ought to have, by 42 days or so, we ought to have rid of these 12, and then look what our hedge is, y'all. $57,000. So you're talking about crash, baby, crash. If we have a COVID type reaction during the election or something like that, then you're almost doubling your account right there. And even if you're doing what we had the other day, you're still getting a nice $18,000 bump. So this is what my plan is, y'all, until I change my mind. And Ken may talk me out of it, but right now I am suspending. I'm kind of like RFK Jr. No one drops out of the race. I am suspending my 111 operations for the foreseeable future. I want to see, Schwaz and I are going to see if we can do a Sweet Bobby hedge, and if we can keep it going so that most of our hedges are free. And I think we can do that. Now, the what we're doing right now is we're going back to 2022, which was a grind down market, to see if we can do that. But if we can do that and see it good through 2022, then we should be able to keep that going. So Schwaz, are you available after this to do a little more back testing, or do you got to do something?
I'm good.
Hey, would you mind if we left everybody in here? We won't record it or anything, but what if everybody else wanted to watch? Is that okay if they watch or not? Are you good with that or not good with that?
Sure.
Okay, so we'll do that. We'll go and do a little back testing then. So everybody, y'all have a good rest of your day. We'll stop the recording button, and I will see everybody on Monday. Oh, not Monday. What's the Wednesday? Wednesday. Let me stop.